What's good, people? CEO Music on the check-in, and I'm talking my shit. Yo, I'm gonna talk about this whole J. Cole situation. Recently, he dropped a diss record going against Kendrick Lamar called 7 Minute Drill. I believe that was probably last Friday. So I wake up this morning and see that he apologized for this diss record. Now that is unheard of in hip-hop culture for an MC to drop a diss record and then turn around and apologize to the same MC that he's going at. I have never heard of anything like that in hip-hop culture. Niggas might have squashed beef in the past because it could have gotten out of hand as far as niggas dealing with each other in the streets or whatever. You know, things might get a little hectic. People start pulling out guns, catching niggas in the studio or wherever, in the clubs. And when it gets to that level, then yeah, I would say, okay, well, let's find a way to stop this before somebody gets killed, because we don't want to see nobody get murdered or killed over some dumb shit, especially, you know, music and words. But you got to remember, hip-hop by nature is competitive. It is a competitive genre. When you become an MC, when you decide you want to rap, you are making a decision to put yourself out there. You are making a decision to be the best at what you do, and to make sure that all your rhymes and everything that you're saying is top tier, top notch. You have to believe in your mind, and you have to know that you are that nice that nobody can fuck with you lyrically at any point at any given time. So Kendrick Lamar has been that type of MC. He's been calling out rappers since I can remember. So when he called out the other two guys, I don't know, maybe Cole caught a straight shot or whatever, who knows? But Cole responded to that with his version of a diss record called 7 Minute Drill, which I thought was pretty impressive. So I'm thinking, okay, well now we're gonna see what Kendrick got to say. So I wake up this morning and I see that this man apologized for the diss record. Who does that? And why? Apparently he had some issues with his own piece and things of that nature. He made a statement, I don't remember verbatim, but he didn't want to come off as being someone that was looking for that type of static. He didn't want that smoke, and he felt that that type of behavior was taking him out of character. And I respect that. I mean, that's a sign of growth. But dude, when you listen to J. Cole's music, all he talks about is killing rappers. I mean, every single bar. He is one of the nicest MCs of his generation right now. To get on the mic and get at any rapper, even though he doesn't get at rappers, but he definitely makes it abundantly clear that he is not the one to mess with. So why would you apologize for saying what you said? I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe there might be something behind the scenes. It might be something with some paper. Who knows? I don't know the nature of the business as far as this is concerned. I don't know either one of these men. All I know is what I'm hearing and what this culture is bringing forth to me, not only as a fan, but as a person who has their own platform. So therefore, I feel I have to comment on this. And quite frankly, I think that was some bullshit. You should have just let that one go, bro. Number one, you was on top. That shit was fire. 7 Minute Drill was a killer. Even though that joint that Kendrick said was fire too, his bars was crazy. Both of y'all niggas would have made out to be something incredible. But don't take away from the aesthetic of the culture. You gotta remember, hip-hop started off as a way to stop the gangs from killing each other. They would meet up, they would break dance, and then it evolved into the MC and the DJ and all these other things, and people used to have these block parties, and then you would have crews battle other crews, and it's always been rooted within the battle of who's the best, who got the best lyrics, who got the most girls, who got the flyest cars, who got the best clothes, who got the best jewelry. This is hip-hop, this is our culture, this is our thing. We talk about shit like this because this is where it comes from. It comes from knowing and believing that you are the best at what you do. So you gotta prove it, no matter what. You gotta prove that shit, especially if you're in a position, right? Especially if you're in a position where you command millions of people globally that listen to your music, that check for you, that fuck with you in general, that really like who you are. So when you say something like this, and when you do something like this, definitely best believe the odds are gonna be a little uneven. You got some people on one hand that appreciate the fact that you were able to, you know, apologize to this man and know that you might have been feeling away or something that was going on inside of you, which is what led you to do this, knowing that probably that is not who you are as a person. But on the other hand, you gotta remember, man, when people listen to your music, bro, when people listen to J. Cole rap, this nigga just straight decimates any form of competition. He lets that be known. So I don't get it. I'm a little confused because you're telling the people one thing, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, and and you coming with these slick metaphors, how you destroy MCs, but then you put out a diss record and a week later you apologize to the man that you dissing. That's crazy. Yo, listen, I hope this doesn't change or alter the whole aesthetic of hip-hop culture as a whole. The beef and the battles on wax is cool. I love that shit. I've never seen any rapper apologize for a diss record. Have you ever seen LL Cool J apologize to Ice-T or Kool Moe Dee? Did you ever see 50 Cent apologize to anybody? Did Nas or Jay-Z apologize to either one of these people? Did Ice Cube apologize to Common or anyone like that? Or NWA? Of course not. Because what they did was they made diss records and they stood on that shit. And they didn't give a fuck because that's what they felt and that's what they meant. Now, if Cole is going through something, fine. He apologized for his actions and let him go back to being J. Cole. But please, in the future, right? If you feel a way about somebody and you think they trying to diss you and you know deep in your heart that you're not the type of person who want that type of energy or that type of smoke, just let that shit go. Sometimes it's just better to walk away. You don't have to respond to everything. You really don't. Because then you end up apologizing for shit that you probably didn't mean to say, but, oh, your back was against the wall because you felt you had to say something. Well, damn, man, this is what this culture's about. So either you speak on it or you don't say shit. But don't fuck it up for the future because, damn, listen, let me tell you something. I live for that shit. I'm always checking to see who's going at each other because this is part of the culture. It's part of the culture. People have been going at each other for decades on wax. Little sneak disses here and there. Because niggas love that shit, man. I love it. People love it. Don't put out no diss records if you ain't standing on it. And if you an MC and you know that you're nice with your shit, fine. Keep saying that shit. But don't act like you a dope MC and then when it comes down to the come down, you start talking other shit. Oh, my conscience and I was back. Nah. Come on, man. That's a little funny looking, man. On the real. Either way, we gonna see what else happens, but I'm a little disappointed because I was expecting Kendrick to come back with a diss record, but if he does that right now, then it's gonna look a little weird because then they're gonna say, oh, well, Cole just apologized and you still trying to get at this nigga? But who knows, he just might. Some motherfuckers be real petty. Yo, CEEOHH Music on the check-in. I'm talking my shit. Peace.